shim up here on each end.
This week on Stubborn Grit.
Now that post has got quite a bit more twist in it. Can take that twist out of it pretty good. Ideally, you'd probably wet that post down, and that's likely to cause it to break. How much to rack things in so we can square the roof.
His wife and he are building a house together. Sweat equity. It's like a marriage workshop. Build the dream. How hard can it be? How long will it take? They don't have a clue. They're doing it themselves. Ignorance is bliss. Will they survive? Will their teenagers thrive? What's wrong with you people? Are they crazy? Maybe. Dream big. Don't quit. Stubborn Grit.
We've raised all the posts. Our plan is to keep it mostly open concept, even though we have all those additional posts in the middle. It's mostly a design choice. We also hope to eventually frame a loft on the high wall. We have everything braced off, but still need to torque all the post bolts. Today we're running some string lines at the tops of the posts so we can walk and talk next steps.
And if you're gonna dream it big, 'cause someone out there listening. Everyone's got a voice to give, and it's time I heard you whistling, 'cause there's no point at all, in dreaming small,
So on these back posts, I run a string line at the top to see how they were as far as being flush. And they're all pretty good. I got a 1/4 inch shim up here on each end so I can see where we need to be. And I think this middle post is like a 1/4 inch fat. It's sticking out about a 1/4 inch. So right now it's hitting the line at the top. Looking this other way, I've got one of these posts that are bowing out. You can kind of see it right here at the top. Sticking out a little bit. Gotta rack that in. So there'll be some adjustments on all that. And we're just trying to decide whether to trying to square everything up as we go from the bottom up, or if we want to just jump up to the top and get the tops of the post square for the roof. In other words, build the roof first, like a pavilion idea. And that might give us a little more flexibility before I put all the girts in, which will lock it in quite a bit. So it'd be a while before we got to the girts if we do it that way. And the only problem with that is the longer these posts sit out in the sun, the more they'll start twisting. Some of them are more green than others, especially ones in the front. So they'll start to warp a little bit. Twisting action. Basically all the posts are about a 1/2 inch longer than their length. And the 16 footers at the front are about 1 inch longer. So today we're going to just walk around and run string lines and check to see where things are. How much to rack things in so we can square the roof. This back length here, this back wall, it was about 3/8 long. And we got to the top and we're at about 5/8 long. And then I realized the posts are still a bit green, so I just have to interpret all that and decide what to do down the side of this. Yeah, now that post has got quite a bit more twist in it. Yeah, it's twisted quite a bit. I remember that now. I need to mark that. Put a little lever on it. Can take that twist out of it pretty good. Ideally, you'd probably wet that post down, and that's likely to cause it to break. But they are lining up pretty good. This is lining up all right. It's pretty flush there. On this side here, not too bad. Yeah, that far post might be, actually it's that interior post. Oh, that's right, it's, here's this other row of posts. So I just need to figure out the best order of operation if I can just get all my corners, these corner posts all the way around squared up, then I can pull everything in line with that. I think that's probably the best way to go about it. I know I want to keep these posts flush. Decent, I guess. As it gets up top, a little more variable. Some of those have a bit more bow, especially when we get on these 16 footers. So this one we're going to rack in at the top, depending on how hard it is to move. Now this is the longer post, the 16 footer, so I think I can just use a come along, strap up here to pull it back, then use diagonal braces to hold it in position. We're using the commercial girts, the bookshelf girts, so we might be able to even at least go halfway up with the girts to help us when we rack this, not to move this lower area out of plumb. Our plan is to do the roof first, and then we'll be able to use those eye joists that we're using for our rafters that go from front to back, to use those to hold these posts in once they're racked in. The other trick is not to get your braces in the way. So we've braced everything outside because our plan was to use this scaffolding here. My wife decided it might be a little safer for us to rent a scissor lift. Now that scissor lift will fit in between these braces, but I'll have to kind of maneuver around between them. Actually, it would not fit here. I don't know if I can get in here. So I'll just have to drop the brace, I guess, at some point. Get it done fast. And plus, I really don't like being up too high on the scaffolding.
And if you're gonna dream it big, 'cause someone